to be alive. If you're alive, then you should be grateful to God because the life that you have is a gift and you don't know when you'll lose it. But then, while we're alive, we should do the things that the living are expected to do. This past weekend, Nigeria, shown itself in the brightest form of how to organize one of the best boxing bouts. And it's not just the fight between Ifikata and Portable. If that's the case, that's something that happens in every bus stop from Ojo Elegba to Oshodi, Port Harcourt, Maiwon to Kanu, anywhere. But you know what happened about that boxing bout? It's about the organization, the lighting, the production, the team, the PRO, and everything that went in. And then when you go back to the fact that last year, I tweeted that if a team like Sporting Lagos or probably Inter Lagos or the one that has been in the Premier League, Ikorodu City, are able to get 5,000 people or more into the Mobolaji Johnson Arena or Nikon Stadium as we like to call it for every home game in the MPFL, that's 19 home games, they will be making between 95 to 100 plus million in the season. That will cover whatever running costs they would have spent in the course of the season. And with that, we'll have a prototype that says that the league is profitable. But until we do that, we really will not be able to say we're running a professional or a profitable league. But having said that, a lot of people showed up and told me how Nigerians lack that disposable income, spending power. The question I like to ask is the people that filled up not the Metro Grand Arena, not the Las Vegas Arena, but the Balmoral Arena. The people that filled that arena, where did they come from? How did they find the money to pay? And then the whole $500 million expense that put that boxing bout together, where did it come from? That's money that came out of Nigeria. When you cook the food right, the people that will eat it will come. And it is with that I present to you a very good food that is well cooked, the gliders. And I've got with me men who have timber and caliber, who understand what it is in sports. Looking at him from that far end, it's not a renewed hope apologies, but he's got a cap that looks like a Yoruba demon. One man that I love to have by my side because with him I know that my creative process is very, very easy. It was at the WAFCON in Morocco. Last time out is a two-time AFCON credited journalist who's done production and everything that you need to know. He's also a reporter par excellence, is a proud graduate of the University of Lagos. I'm talking about Michael Adekunle. We love to call him official Mikolo. Mikolo, how you doing?
You just introduced me like person who can fight in the red corner. You can't reel out all the things. But
are you not a proud graduate of University?
Yeah, I am now. Alumni, proper one. I forgot. But it's also see this day your cadence, the flow of the introduction. Are you sure Emmanuel team should not be scared? Emmanuel team and Emmanuel Sebastian. Because
no, they shouldn't be scared.
This commentary.
They are ahead of me. They are ahead of me in that commentary space. I'm a color commentator. I'm never in their league. I'm not in their league. You saw me and Emmanuel yesterday at the Lawyers League. Now. You saw how good that was.
But it's good to be back. Actually.
I'm good when I'm doing color, but to do the normal minute by minute calling, I'm like Olodo in that space. And then I have one. They say don't walk alone. Not because you are a Liverpoolian, but because you need company. As they say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with people. And I've got one person who's been with me. She's like my tattoo on my skin. She's been with me since my beginning in media. Princess Chukwudumebi Agu. How you doing, girl?
Good to be here. Remember our days now? You started with your phone.
When we started dating each other.
I beg.
I don't want to be a party to. I feel like I'm ruining something here.
Are you jealous?
Please, let's go with the show.
Go with
please.
The show.
When I gave you other intro just now, you love it.
You don't
reach our own now.
Please,
you see the two of us with our dreadlocks.
All right, but it's good to be here. Good to be here again.
What's the best thing from the weekend for you, maybe? Let's start with you straight up.
Best thing
in
from
sports
the weekend.
For the weekend.
In sports.
I would say it was seeing Tottenham Hotspur winning that game.
You be idiots.
Malu. One rage bait, bro.
Idiots.
No.
You
really.
Define what I go talk.
It's not.
You're a Chelsea
because I've been seeing.
Where does seeing Tottenham Hotspur win?
So
be your best thing from the weekend? How?
You asked me a question in sports.
You be Malu.
And I'm answering.
Malu.
So the way I'm
cow.
taking,
You can't go to be Malu cow.
You get as I take football these days.
But you're a Chelsea fan.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
So
now let me explain why. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm not crazy.
fanatic.
Yeah, like I'm not a. I'm
never been.
You know when Chelsea, 5 games they've not won, they didn't score. It didn't, do me like say nothing.
So a Chelsea
I don't
fan,
take it
a
to
Chelsea
heart.
fan of your generation is
Yeah.
like a Real Madrid fan. I've never seen a frustrated or angry Real Madrid fan, because one way or the other, they know that they are the god of football, and even Zeus or Poseidon can disappear for a while.
Yeah.
But when it comes back, it's
You
still
know,
the god.
I mean, in the
the
last-
god.
in
so
the last-
that's what Chelsea is in the last 20 something years. So for
Exactly.
you, when you go 5 years draft, it's not like my Arsenal that go 22 years.
I'm not.
It's
I'm
not
not
like a
yeah.
Liverpool that went 30 something years. It's not like the old Chelsea fans who saw 50 years of suffering. That's what they call long suffering in the Bible.
Before
A long
things
you see,
changed.
long
I don't know that. I
suffering.
know that 50 years. It
Before,
don't concern me.
before
Now,
God
they want-
remember them and send them a sugar daddy.
No, before God remember
Remember,
them and the
send-
captivity of Zion.
Yeah.
Was over
He
time.
sent-
And
he
they were
sent-
like,
I'm,
"Dead that dreamt."
I'm not.
He
I'm
sends
not.
them sugar daddy.
Because
I
let
don't
me
take
come to
things
you.
to
What's the
heart,
sweetest
for
thing that
really,
happened to you or that you saw this weekend?
Before you answer,
Mm.
why I said that was partly because I've been hearing some Arsenal fans say, "Oh yeah, this is season Arsenal gets to win the league and Tottenham Hotspur will relegate." And I put it to you, if you are watching me right now, Tottenham is not going anywhere.
Why are you putting it to somebody when you can just face your rights
I-
and say it to the person?
No,
You're not fit.
I-
If I'm not used I go stone now.
Anyways, I rest my
talk to camera. You talk to camera.
I don't talk to camera. He's
If you are
also
that
included.
person,
I'm not.
You're not included.
Yeah, then
well,
I'm beat, you could
just
take.
so you know,
He wants
Punja
them
always
relegated.
attacks me because she knows.
She let
been-
they use this thing to
no,
stone you.
because obviously she's
You don't
also
say
a
they keep
Chelsea
cry,
fan.
you.
No, I know that they keep cry, but I mean, I'm just
I'm a big girl.
You know,
Yeah.
I have been supporting.
I
I've been,
not wet my shoulder tire. Big girl.
I've been rooting for Arsenal to win the league in the last 3 seasons. To be honest, now this is not
But
me
you
saying.
insult us a lot, too.
I mean,
On your show, yeah.
I don't know, but I've been rooting
You
for
kind of
Arsenal
celebrate our failure a lot.
to win.
You
Not
cannot
me,
celebrate our
not me.
failure.
To
You
be
and
honest,
Punja, you
no,
and-
for Punja.
What club does Punja support?
Chelsea, of course.
The two of them.
Oh.
But
that's why they
Chelsea,
work together.
Punja has a different level of beef with
Which
Arsenal.
is the right thing, because
They pulled
If
down
you're
her
supporting
Twitter
Chelsea-
account. Arsenal fans pulled down her Twitter account.
They reported her.
They reported her
What did
account.
she post?
So now, normal banter
don't
now.
go
So
rage bait.
apparently,
She don't go rage
Arsenal
bait
fans
mad
now
people.
went and started,
Reporting it.
they now put down. So she has a personal beef with Arsenal. But
Yeah.
for me, I've been rooting for Arsenal to be honest to win the league.
If it is
in the
confirmed
last
that the
3
fan of
seasons.
the club
Yeah.
pulled down my account,
Yeah, that's possible, right?
I know it's possible.
course.
That if it happens, and I know,
Yeah, but well, is it verified that was what happened?
To her, she thinks that's what happened because she saw she
Because
got
it could have-
some of the messages.
Oh, okay,
But I don't think I think Arsenal have deserved to win the league in the last 3 seasons, but I don't know. Just this last minute madness.
nobody deserved to win the league.
You have
Winning the
to-
league
you have
is
to go
respect.
ahead.
You have to.
Respect. You have to earn it. If you
But
don't
But
earn
I'm
it,
just saying,
anybody
from
who wins it. It's a league.
being a Chelsea fan, and me also saying I'm rooting for them to win the league. I hold no grudges, to be honest.
No, you're Chelsea now.
You
It's
know,
not, you
so-
guys are good people.
Yeah.
It's just that there are too many Okada riders support Chelsea.
I beg,
Because let's
I beg.
come to you.
Best things that happened this weekend. I think I basically witnessed 3 things that are sports related.
Yeah.
On Friday, I attended like a games night, which is why I said I have a very long weekend.
And you did not invite me.
My games night was with my uni friends, my friends from uni.
Oh, okay.
And it was a very
You're not a
lit.
uni lag
Yeah,
person.
it
You're
was
a
a very. It
Lasso
was like.
and,
It
Nigeria
was like.
So you
It
want
was
to
like
tell
my
me-
guys.
You want to
It
tell
was
me
like
that
my
it's
guys.
only the people from your that
No, I'm
attended.
just saying like
You
the
see
guys
it.
that organized it, but
Why would
which was-
Did you see?
Mikolo-
But it's just a
why
quick-
You
would-
just shut
why
yourself
would
in
a
But
Mikolo
wait,
that
from-
have a lovely sweetheart now invite you to go for games night, and then he comes back home and he start answering questions all through the night, writing
will-
jam.
I don't
This
understand.
one,
You don't
don't.
have female friends that you invite out.
No,
I don't go. I don't do that.
I
I
beg
don't.
you.
I don't go
Ah,
out like
don't let
except
me
if it's
see
like
anything.
if it's a sports event
Me, I
that
know
we meet
fit.
there, but
I know
it's like
fit.
personal. For example,
But
games night
obviously, you guys
and
had
overnight.
people or some ladies that are not.
maybe-
from
Yeah,
your-
definitely,
of course.
definitely.
Yeah, that's the
Maybe.
angle I'm coming
But
from.
just like
have I
friends, yeah.
invited you out before? Since I just know me, have I invited you out apart from
We have-
work related?
Don't please continue.
Okay,
Oh,
we live in
wow.
the same house.
Ah,
Hey, hello, get down, please. Hello, get down. Let's continue what I'm
Continue,
saying.
continue,
Please.
continue,
So yeah,
continue.
it was like a games night, and it was really fun. Like so many games with my friends, and I'm gonna let you guys on a secret. I intentionally went to that games night to get wasted because I had like a very long week, work related. So Friday was very long for me.
This guy will
And,
go. This guy
yeah.
will go prayer at night.
And come back.
Walk.
See,
He
that
could go
shows
get
that I'm a
wasted.
man of my own self. I go
When
for
I
anything
tell
that
una
makes
say
me
na
feel
Jaguda
good.
pastor, that's how they
I go
lie.
for anything that makes me feel good. So yeah, that Friday was very good. Then Saturday spent the entire day. Then Sunday was the Lawyers League. Arsenal also won convincingly on Saturday. Yeah, so that was very exciting. It was one of the most exciting 45 minutes that I've seen Arsenal play all season. It reminds me of the 23-24 season
What's
Arsenal.
the best thing you saw in that game?
I think it was just how they were willing to play. Like
For
the
me, it was
fast pace.
the gamble
You're an
of
Arsenal fan.
putting
Yeah, Miles Lewis Kelly.
putting my Lewis Kelly in place of
You're an Arsenal fan.
Zubimendi.
I mean, the midst of two.
So Miles also like played his part, but that fight 45 minutes was just very, very
It was a sweet
exciting.
thing for me.
Yeah, then there was Lawyers League on Sunday, and then we also went to the GT Co to support my sister who was a vendor at the GT Co food
I
and
enjoyed
food and drink
myself
festival.
there.
And I feel like I was just so excited. Do you know that? Like, do you know that feeling where I feel like it was also like a very fulfilling day for me. Aside the fact that you're watching like a girl like was very young, grew up into like getting to the part where, because my sister has always had businesses. My sister is always doing something. I put out a tweet and I'm still going to make a video. My sister has been making beads since when she was like JSS1 for sale in my mom's shop. She's just like, please help me make a placard or something and just hang beads and sell it for how much? 5 naira, 10 naira. She's done fashion designing, she's done shoemaking, she's done so many things. So 3 years ago when she said I want to start a snack business, I just okay, just start, right?
Yeah.
Because you always want to do something. So she continued from there. Now she just woke up last week and said I got accepted into GTCO to go and sell, and I'm like, I'm proud of you first off, right?
That's
But all
huge.
of that, but also very fulfilling for me is the parts I can play in that, right? Bros came all out on Sunday. That was very emotional for me. I can't even say, but it was just very sweet. Like, Bros came out. Some of my friends went out. Christopher, Sammy, even Emmanuel Sebastian was there yesterday. And just seeing a little bit of impact that I can just play. Like, everybody just came around. Like, it was just like a family thing. When you just feel like people see you.
But you're a
right?
good guy.
Do you
Now. You're a
understand?
good guy.
Like,
So it's easy to cure behind you, actually. You're a good guy.
The realization
And you're
of that,
honest.
the realization of that was what made yesterday very fun for me. The fact that apart from even coming yesterday, like when we were going from Morocco, we bought chips. A lot of my friends
Man.
now buy a
Lifesaver.
lot of things from like my sister and all
Your
that. So
sister, yeah.
to see that impact, because I saw my dad yesterday. He reacted to my Facebook status and he was just like, he just put like when someone just like
But that is on
tapping-
Facebook.
yeah, he was just tapping. He saw my story of myself, my sister, my girlfriend, bros, everybody that I made, and I posted it. And then that moment where somebody just like love on the story, just like love. I'm just like yeah. It was a really
Enjoy it.
It was a really
For
fulfilling.
those of you who are parents,
yeah, it was a
enjoy
really
it.
fulfilling weekend for me. And that's not one. That's the best part of this weekend.
Oh my
3 more,
days.
3 more to 14.
Okay.
Una go yearward.
I don't know.
Una.
I don't know.
Una.
I don't know,
You're not talking to me
Una.
because I mean, like I said, I'm
Una go
indifferent, to be
hear
honest.
So let's build it up. Let's build it up from there.
Okay.
What's your take home from the Ifikata Portable fight? As a Nigerian, somebody who's gone around, covered the league, because when you want to see the worst element of sports in Nigeria, you cover Nigerian league. If you cover Nigerian league and you've not experienced the worst, then go cover Super Eagles camp. Because covering Super Eagles, I'll make both to say it here, is a disaster. You see the disaster that Nigeria represents, and that why that's a disaster. I would rather even defend the Nigerian league than defend the Super Eagles camp, and this is my reason. From the inappropriate manner in which the NFF handles the team, and to the senseless recalcitrant behavior of our players, and to everything that the media, the way we all
I think for the Super Eagles
Chaos
thing is
does
a
not even
mindset
describe
thing.
it.
It's a mindset thing. It's a mindset thing about how we've painted what national team should be like.
Should
Do
be
you understand?
like,
So now it now feels like it's a favor, right? Because of the relationship that we have created around what media should mean to the players or what players should mean to the media. That ecosystem has not been well defined. And it's also because of elements in the media space as well as in the organization space of it. For example, if a player sees the way the NFF treats the journalists, if the player is not bound to respect the journalist.
True.
Because
Yeah, of
if they
course.
say, hey, you guys have only 1 minute. I saw somebody, he really said it, a player in the Super Eagles camp in 2023 AFCON in Abidjan. He came into the media party and said, why not come plenty like this? If
They always say it.
if
this
I
thing
was
that you
always
don't
say
like,
it.
this is
They
the part I
always
don't
say it.
like.
Do you understand?
Kelechi Iheanacho said it.
They always say.
Don't be
Yeah,
afraid
they're
to
like,
say
okay,
it.
you're-
"Oh, na
they
come
let
plenty
you-
like this."
he said, "Come
Yeah,
there with your
"Oh, na-
full chest."
oh, na come plenty like this." So
Said
that's
it.
that's like the relationship, right? So that's on the side of what the NFF has painted for the Super Eagles. Now on the part of the journalists as well, a lot of people have gone ahead to shut our profession. There was a vlog at this concluded AFCON where I'm gonna say the name because to me it was so very disrespectful
Yeah.
and it made me very ashamed of what the profession was like. So Iwobi was making a vlog. Chukwueze was talking to a media person that was attached to the team and say, "Una don dey post Iwobi too much. He don't give una jersey abi."
The one he did in the boss.
Yes.
I don't
It
know.
was
They were
the
taking
It
a
was part
walk.
of- they were taking a
They
walk.
were taking a walk, and it was like they were taking a
Yeah, it
walk,
was
and then
a
it was
team
like, "You don't give una jersey abi." And in my head, I'm like, and this is also consistent with what we've heard about things that have happened. I've also heard about a gist where Leon Balogun was in an elevator with journalists and he didn't know like they were journalists, and then they were talking to him about, oh, journalists were downstairs in the lobby, and he was like, oh, they're going to start begging
I mean,
him and
some
all
of-
that.
some
So,
of-
so I
some of
feel
these
like
things is-
the
is-
relationship
is
has
the-
always
the-
been very messy.
NFF has
Now, if
their
you've
own,
been
but I
working-
think also the journalists too.
Yeah.
They have a part to play in all of this.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to a hotel. I think it was 2024, 2023 when they came to.
Yeah, I think it was 22 or 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went there. It was a media pally. I can remember vividly. There was a journalist there. I know her face. I can't remember her name. He was begging. What's this guy's name now? I can't remember his name. He used to captain the Super Eagles when Musa is not around. He played
Onazi.
at Chelsea. No, not
Onazi?
Onazi. No, Onazi.
Mikel.
No,
not
he's
Mikel.
a defender.
Kenneth
Asha-
Omero.
Kenneth
Omero.
Oh,
I shall
gentleman.
say,
Perfect
and obviously they
gentleman.
were speaking Igbo, so I understood what she was saying. And in my head, so these are the reasons why you just come, and obviously they will disrespect you because
Definitely.
you didn't even come there to do the job. You came to beg.
Now,
Yeah.
this thing you just said now, it sells the point when I take my team, when we gather together, because I try to do things proper, even if I don't have money. Let me give you a example. When we're going to Morocco, I could have said, I bought your ticket, visa is ready,
Yeah.
come to the airport. We took an apartment in Ikeja 2 days before our flight. The reason for that is so that you check your list again. If you forgot anything, you can go back and get it. And then we're close to the airport. I don't want rush. Walk in majestically to your flight. When I put my team together, I always say this. I remember I used to tell
Yeah.
you, don't go and beg any player anything. If you're sick, make friends. Ask your friends for help. If you're hungry, and it happens, sometimes you can just be broke, no money, nothing. Call your friends for help. Don't go ask any player anything. Not because the players are bad, but because it doesn't only put you in bad light, it puts the entire spectrum
Profession,
Yeah.
of journalists in bad light. So, but there's a caveat to it. If you're not friends with a player,
That's a different.
you have
it's different. Yeah.
this
Jaguar.
boy Jaguar as your friend.
Yeah.
You want to buy a car. The car is 50 million. You have 40 million, and you know Jaguar have like 100 million, and you need 10 more million. Hey Jaguar, what's up? I need 10 million.
Yeah.
You're not begging a footballer money.
Yeah.
You are asking your friend
friend,
for
yeah.
a favor,
Yeah.
because he too will call you, guy. Now, wow, what's happening? Some things are happening within the sports marketing space. You know anybody? You have any plug that can plug me into this event or that event,
Yeah.
and you will go the extra mile for it. That's a different person. I have a few friends like that. Kenneth Omero is my friend.
Yeah.
Ojo Igalo is my friend. It's like a brother now, right? But even at that, I still try to keep a balance in the relationship. Once we don't do that, and then sometimes, I keep saying this and people don't understand. Sometimes, if you have a footballer as a friend, to earn some extra level of respect,
Don't ask for money.
Don't ask for.
even if you don't ask for money, if you're going to see him, buy a wine. I don't drink alcohol, but everybody who know me,
Offer value, yeah.
Yeah.
I buy very expensive wine. I have them in my house. So if I'm going, I just carry one. Hey guy, I just said I should bring this. But you know, I need a drink. I said, no worry, you get visitors. It go good, may use and this is not vintage. Yes, I do that with like my comedian friends. I do that with few politician friends that I have, people that I grew up with. Not because I want to show off. I don't get that kind of money. But I also don't want to step into the house. I remember one time we went to visit Undukarabo, called us to come and watch final match of the MPFA in his house, Banana Island. I went there. There were lots of journalists, but I learned a very valuable lesson that day. When he called me, he said I should come alone. I took Precious, my girl, chief operating officer at the time, and I took her. So for me, I wanted to expose her. Come and see how the rich live I didn't know that it were going to be a lot. But when we're going, with Brian Spy, I bought a very, like, emptied my account to buy that wine. I've gone to visit him, like, all the time. I buy whiskey, brandy, wine, like that. So when I got there, big names, Gordon Agena, Ariwala, Ojekiri, all these guys were there. Fred Edore. And the man stood me up in the middle. I was a bit embarrassed. And he said, this is the only guy that behave like royalty amongst Nigerian journalists. Every other person come to ask me for one favor. But every time this boy is coming, he comes with a gift. You both should learn from him. I was ashamed, but I felt a bit proud. I felt very, very proud that I did that. Now, that's something we should try and build all across. Now, let me tell you, now, we can actually, I mean, I've been in Nigeria. Some people can testify that I've done this. I can send you birthday gift anywhere in the world. So we should also do it with our players so that we can repair that part. I have heard Wilfred Ndidi say, I don't like to do interview with Nigerian players because they're too they beg.
Nigerian journalists. Yeah,
Nigerian journalists, sorry, because they're too they beg. And you know why it gets me and why I say the things that I say. I know that a lot of people get angry. Either feel you are too harsh, you're not professional with your word. No. If you behave to me professionally, I behave to you professionally. I've learned to give people the same energy.
And respect.
If you don't respect me, I don't respect you. I'm not going to cower to you because I pull the same number that you pull. I pull the same strings that you pull. I even do more. Right? But having said that,
but tying it back to the Qatar FA.
Let's go back to Qatar FA now. That's what I'm going to.
Yeah. So that was me.
I didn't see hordes of journalists or content creators in the dressing room of Qatar FA or Portable. In the context of boxing and sports, those two are infidels. No disrespect to them. In terms of chain. But they have become the number one. This is when they say the first shall be the last and the last shall be the first. They become the number one ambassadors. Look at the organization. That's a Nigerian production, Nigerian organization. People never thought that we are capable of doing things like this. As now a journalist, how does it make you feel? Run me through your mind process watching those things online.
Round pegs in square holes is as simple as that. We've had round pegs in square holes in all of our other associations and all that. It's just as simple as that because this is basic marketing. This is the most basic things, making your people appeal to your audience. It's just the simple thing that they do. Hyped up the game, hyped up the fight online, took it to the streets. Took it to the streets, took them to Ikeja under bridge to, just associate with the environment and just invited the right people to speak about the fight, invested in the right audience, invested in the right space, invested in the right amount of packaging. Here is the very tough part. And this is even the lesson for everybody, right? Across all sports fairs in Nigeria. Within the same week, we had a professional fight in this Lagos and a celebrity fight.
I'm not even aware of the professional fight.
We know the one that pulled the attention
of course.
Of the AZ.
So I think they just used
that pulled
DAZN.
That pulled the world to his feet. We had professional boxers, Eshekpo and the other guy that fought, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even go there, right? Because
at
at the end of the day,
Mm.
it became even rough, right? And that's like professional boxing that counts towards their rankings, right? It was an Agege affair and all that.
So it's Agege versus Mushin.
So I think they even fought at the end of the day, right? Now compare that to what proper organization and what sports marketing did for the Qatar FA versus Portable fight, right? The betting that was involved betting complaints, and people were staking, on it. Celebrities were talking about it. There was live stream, making it very accessible for people, putting streamers on it, putting apart from people that were able to come to the venue, they also put it in front of people, like live streaming. This is what adaptability does, right? This is what adaptability does. This is 2026. The NPFL still feels like they are doing us a favor if they get a broadcast deal, right? It's not even shameful anymore, right? Now it feels like every time we get a broadcast deal, we even have to celebrate it, right? We have to celebrate it. Meanwhile, Portable versus Qatar FA is going on DAZN. It's going on live stream platforms. What are these guys doing right? For example, this is celebrity. This is celebrity boxing. So what this proves to us is that people are still very much interested in sports. People are not willing to pay for sports. That's not even possible. We are lying if you say people are not willing to pay for sports. As little as it is, people in Kano pay for sports to watch Kano Pillars. As bad as it is, Sporting Lagos are not filling the stadium, but people are paying 5k tickets to come to the premium. People are buying box tickets. People are buying season
People are paying
tickets.
for value.
People are paying for value.
Yeah.
People are paying for. People
Basically.
invested in Sporting Lagos from the scratch. Do you know that some people are legacy partners of Sporting Lagos when
Yeah.
it was selling? They were selling the
A
shares.
lot of people are. I mean, what's it called? Tickets. Season tickets
Season
holders.
ticket
Yeah.
holders with Sporting Lagos. There's box tickets and all of that. So there is value. People will put their money where value is. Why are people attending Porto versus Kataifi? If we don't have sport fans in Nigeria, if we don't have paying fans in Nigeria, why did people pay their money to go to Balmoral? Why did somebody like Balmoral even agree for people to host their event, a boxing event in there, if we don't have sport loving
Mikolo,
people?
on the flip side,
A boxing event that could be regarded as people who will pull out.
Do you
because
understand?
possible, you will say Natal will
Agege.
come. And Balmora, in case you don't know where Balmora is, that's Federal Palace Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a place where a plate of food is 300k there. Like, okay, maybe weekend outside buffet, 45, 50k.
Yeah.
Why do I know? I go there to eat with my kids. So now the thing is, people who go there are upper echelon people.
Yeah.
People in the upper class.
Yeah.
Yet, when it was time to put this event, did he say, Kataife is too ras?
Portable is from the streets.
These guys are bringing in.
I think it was
It's
more
a $500 million.
Professionals.
I think it was
Professionals.
strategic.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it, Kataife has a streaming platform, if not the biggest streamer
Yeah,
in Africa
currently.
right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Himself and Pella.
yes,
Nigeria, yeah.
I think he's way above Pella right now.
Yeah.
So obviously, he's bringing that to the table. And
Yeah.
of course, like you say, I won't necessarily say everybody that went there is a sports fan or a
Yeah.
boxing fan, if I'm
Yeah.
being honest.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you know that.
It's for social networking now.
That's what I'm saying. I am a Portable fan. I just
Yeah,
want to go and
just want
see,
to go
you know,
watch them.
Portable.
Yeah.
Punja is a number one. She loves Portable so much, you
Yeah.
know. So I don't necessarily have to love boxing.
I love
or
the
don't
two of
have
them.
to-
I love Kataife,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
love
So I just want to
Portable.
go and see their mad.
Yeah.
And to me, when I saw that, it was more like I was watching a comic, two comical guys, you know, having a bout, because obviously from what I heard,
I'm not bothered
they
about
had
the
to,
bout,
yeah,
to
they
be
had
honest.
to, yeah, it's
Yeah.
the
Organization.
organization,
yeah.
like,
True that,
it
true
felt
that,
like
true
we're
that.
watching
33.
WWE. Yeah. Produce
that
that.
produced the Nigerian League, that produced NNL, are the ones that produced it. So
Yeah.
capacity is not a problem.
Yeah.
Just create the right
Yeah.
Environment and the
you
thriving
will see
environment.
quality.
And this is
Do-
me wondering why Team 33, you know, obviously they're going to be showcasing the NNL next season and not the MPFL.
Well, that's a different
Right,
conversation.
right,
Different
That's a
conversation.
different
right
conversation.
I know,
environment.
right?
So,
Environment.
Right,
so
yeah.
this is where comparison also comes into place, right? For example, the MPFL in Lagos and in all of the centers around Southwest
Yeah.
hasn't still pulled the attention and crowd that the Super 4 was it
Who's?
Super 4? No, Super 8.
Super 8, yeah,
That was
Super 8.
organized in the summer of 2023.
When Sporting Lagos won
When
it.
Sporting
yes.
Lagos won it, did you see how filled up the stands were
Yeah.
when it was time for them to perform? And these same guys were around it. Like Portable came to perform. Some people came there specifically just to watch Portable. Some people came there to watch Sheyi Vibes. Some people came there to watch different artists that came to perform. So why are we not tying value or things of the ecosystem to our sports, just the way these people have done? So it all boils down to the people that are in charge of this thing, the people that are in charge, right? The people that are supposed to think for us. Because I'm not sure they are thinking for me, but I'm still. I mean, at the end of the
No,
day, Sha,
people
I'm
are
still
supposed to think for the industry.
think for the industry. The guys that are supposed to think for it are not making this kind of moves. What did they do right? Right? What can
They are marrying.
Ezekiel Adamu do right?
Obviously, they also brought in external hands.
What can Ezekiel Adamu do right to bring Dazin, to bring a big fight and put a celebrities undercard under it? Because there were other fights on the night.
Yeah.
How did they attach Team 33 production, performance, all of the hype around the celebrities around it? What did Ezekiel Adamu do that Elegbeleye, Davison Owumi, and all of them cannot do to the MPF?
Now let's zoom in on Ezekiel Adamu. Couple of weeks ago, me and Emmanuel here we talked about Samson Adamu being appointed as the acting secretary general, and I do hope that he gets regularized and become the substantive secretary general. Having said that, do you think that these two guys, Ezekiel Adamu and Amos and Samson Adamu, are benefiting from the errors and the wisdom of their father, being second generation sports administrators?
I think so, right? I mean, you're always gonna leverage on whatever mistakes that your father has made, and you're also going to get more education, right? So I also feel like if you're able to, and this is one thing we're also discussing outside, if you're able to circle your life and your career outside political favors and create a thriving environment for yourself, then I respect you.
Yeah.
Right? The easiest thing to do as a person in this life, especially in Nigeria that we are, where there's no maybe proper reward for hard work, right, is to go the easy route. The easy route in this country is to suck up
So
to
lickers.
politicians,
Yeah.
or suck up to national resources. A lot of people want to get there. For some people, that's the ultimate dream, right? For some people, their ultimate dream is to climb the ladder of political favors till they get there. So if you decide to take a different route, I respect you a lot, and that is why I'm going to be respecting Ezekiel Adamu. For example, he's now creating a thriving environment for himself away from, oh, I want to go join NBBF. He could have just decided to go towards the association route of boxing, but instead he has gone to the marketing side of it. Me, I'm going to make it happen for myself in boxing, irrespective of whatever it is people are doing with your boxing federation and all of that. Me, I'm going to create a thriving environment for myself, and this has put him in a very big light, right? Sorry, he has put him in a very big light because now he's now very ascertained and also sure that he can handle bigger fights. He has shown it to the world. He has shown it to the boxing world that there's a boxing audience in Nigeria. I've seen a lot of boxing heads on Twitter say, so there's a boxing audience in Nigeria. We're going to bring big things to this place.
I want to make a bold prediction.
Yeah.
It's going to be stupid. This is the one where everybody...
You always make bold predictions.
This one is
I
going.
mean,
This one will piss you
I'm not
off. This
surprised.
one will even piss you off.
Oh, really? Okay, let's hear it.
I want to make a bold prediction. Anthony Joshua's last fight of his career will happen in this Lagos.
Yeah, it could.
I did not hear anything.
It could.
I didn't
I
see
mean,
anything.
it's possible.
But
I mean, I don't
what
think
Ezekiel have done,
Yeah.
and when Samson was announced as his acting secretary general, I was in one group and they're like, why they not go do him? Is his father now? His father's connection. And I quickly typed, I said, the people that his father worked with are all out of Carrefour. In case you guys are not aware, Isayatu and his entire legion are gone.
Yeah.
These people are anti those people.
I think
They don't.
Samson even did.
Yeah.
He did. The son did FIFA Masters.
Yes, he did FIFA Masters. He worked with Lagadia in France.
Yeah.
Now he speaks French language as fluent as English. Now let's not even go there. And then yesterday, somebody wrote something and he said Ezekiel did not do anything special. His papa organized all African games, so those connections have worked for him. I agree. I also saw somebody who wrote something the other time that Femi Otedola's father, Michael Otedola, was the governor of Lagos State before. So what are we saying?
Soft landing. Yeah.
It's easy to talk about soft landing. We also have Sam Shudin, Tijani Yusuf's son. It's also one of those establishment sons. It does not mean that because your father have been there, you necessarily get it. Yeah. So in Nigeria, we should also learn to give flowers to those who deserve to be given flowers to. Then maybe you and Pooja are working your way through the ranks now. Tomorrow you succeed. I'm not sure anybody going to say because your parents or this one happened, right? We are working our way through the rank too. Yeah. I think that
did Amos Adamu even work with these celebrities that Ezekiel has chosen to associate himself with to prove this fight?
No.
So
did they do this? Did he not adapt himself to the new environment?
And then his father didn't work with digital media as it is today.
You get.
So when people do things, let's not be too quick to find how to put a plunge in the wheel of people's progress, be the clog and say, oh, no, he did that happen.
You always have to look for the holes. Like
So let's go on this break. When we come back, we'll talk about the possibility of what's going to happen in the Champions League. Because I hear there's a golden rim on this glass. This one is a bit sick to think about. The thought of it could jinx it. But if a certain North London club goes all through and win the Champions League, they'll become the only club to have gone through the process and won it. And there's a possibility of them getting a gold trophy.
Oh my days.
As they also have a gold Premier League trophy. But let's go on this break.
Oh, please.
When we come back, we'll return with a golden conversation. Yeah, Just in case you are just joining us for the very first time, this is the Bet WGB TV, and the show is the Gliders. But then we have a lot of goodies to give to you, and if you want to benefit from these goodies, please log on to the website and create your own user account, and then you get a 200% bonus. Actually, not 200% bonus, and then you can be betting in all of these games and also be enjoying what you love to give your passion to. But as you do that, please bet wisely. Don't put your house rent, your savings, or people's contribution ajo or osusu to bet. Please.
Exactly. And of,
be wise,
and of
be
course,
wise, because Bet WGB is still the wise choice. Having said that,
don't also forget that it's not only football. You can place your bet on tennis. You can place your bet on other sports. Yes, of course. It's not only football. People they cash out. It's not only football. I'm tired of shouting it. Yeah, there are other sports that you can. There's basketball. There's tennis. There's boxing. So yeah, it's not only football.
You can bet.
The Roland Garros is coming.
You can bet on the baby sleep. The baby sleep as well. You can bet on our lips.
Days. Yeah, you can bet on it.
We would most likely see somebody kiss her in public very soon. You can bet on it.
Back to the Champions League.
They need a kiss for wedding.
Okay, yeah, that.
Is it wedding not done in public?
No, we can. That kind of. Hey, let's go.
this do maybe.
Even your sister, that is the reverend sister, does not behave like this.
Oh my days!
Happy belated birthday to Rachel.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful, amazing. She was with the Pope.
Yeah, the Pope was in
Cameroon.
How
many people get the opportunity to meet with the Pope?
I mean,
I'm not a Pope fan anyway.
They
but
say that they come Nigeria now. You
don't come before.
There was a time this new one, how they talk me.
See, that thing you wanted to say, don't say it.
I'm not saying it.
Don't ever say this country.
No, I'm
saying.
saying.
It's one of the greatest country in the world. We didn't invite him, so there's no need for him to come. Let's leave that.
Oh, yeah.
Tottenham Hotspur won yesterday, 2-1 at Villa. In my heart of hearts,
what happened?
That was a fixed match.
Huh?
I don't care what anybody say. Aston Villa sold the match. That's my position, and it's an unpopular opinion. I don't care whether Labalaba clip it and post it, whether anybody post it. I really don't care. I'm just going to say that I'm moving. But it's not because Tottenham Hotspur win or won that bothers me. It's the fact that West Ham have their destiny in their hand and they threw it away. Imagine if that was Arsenal and Arteta. The conversation would not end. Just as City will lose one of the two games that they are going to play in their standing game. But having said that, I don't know. Have any team gone the entire Champions League unbeaten before and then go on to win it?
Probably Madrid in some of their greatest.
I thought they lost in group stage because Madrid were not always fantastic in the group stage. So in all of those treble,
I don't think there's any of that in history.
I've not seen that.
I don't think so.
There might be. Let's not be too what's it called, assertive. Let's not be too sure here. But I mean, I've also not heard from UEFA. I was just playing with words when I talked about the gold trophy. But just imagine Arsenal getting a gold trophy for going a season.
I love your imagination, though.
Since I was a kid, my imagination I've always been wild. That's what has carried me through life. I've always believed in crazy thinking. It might just happen. What if it does happen?
No, there's been a couple teams.
A couple teams, and none of them got the gold medals, the gold trophy.
No.
Okay, what if you
we can make our own gold?
What if you ever decide to change and say, you know what, for the suffer that you have gone through,
who
the many years of suffering,
you put yourself there.
Let me tell you
will
something.
give you a
Who
good
said
trophy.
you to suffer? Why am I in the midst of two Arsenal
I'm not
God.
one of the persons that say, oh, they want to choose, because 38 game season, if you don't win it, then it's very painful. But also, I think at this stage now I want both. And why is that?
I love this guy.
I want both. Okay. And the reason is very simple. The reason is that Premier League for the last 3 seasons, Arsenal are very pathetic. They've not won, so you can't take fourth. You can't take second 4 times, that's going to be very bad. That's for the Premier League. So I want Arsenal to win the Premier League. But you see, the Champions League, I want to win it for one reason, and that's for Chelsea fans, because by the time Arsenal wins the Champions League, if I send this Chelsea fan, I'm going to slap them. Right? I'll slap. Because the conversation then goes back to them being irrelevant in London. Because it's going to go back to, you've never won an European trophy.
So which is more
So
important?
let me answer that
No,
carefully.
I don't.
Don't even
I'm not
ask, no.
logic. This is my position.
That's his
You're not
position.
logical. I want to be an illogical Chelsea
Okay,
fan.
When we started this segment after coming from the break, you gave your take and you said that's the position that you stand, and I don't think it's up for challenge, right?
Okay, no.
So
in
this
the midst
position
of-
that me I'm
Ah,
standing,
you're taking your stand, and that's
this
fine.
position that me I'm standing.
Okay.
But
if Arsenal win the Champions
a Chelsea
League,
fan will remind you that
Of
they
course.
have 2 Champions League.
Of
they
I
have
course.
don't care.
World
I don't,
Club
at that
Champions.
point,
Of course.
They
agenda
won full
worries
UEFA
agenda.
Cup.
I don't care whatever. If you like win 100, the fact that you say you've
won
never
a
won an European trophy, the moment I win
If you
it,
get one Pekin,
there
my
is a
papa will
problem.
got 57. That's not be
how many
better.
Premier League
but-
I get? How
but-
many they get?
then
They,
you can
they get
use
reach
it.
Stoke City.
You
But really,
They
which
don't
is
get
more,
Premier
which
League
is
reach Stoke
more,
City now.
more to Arsenal fans, of course. But which is more important to you?
now because of Arsenal, we want to talk this big accent.
Okay, which one you go prefer? Let me ask you like that. Which would you prefer to win?
Premier League.
Premier League.
Obviously.
Premier League too.
Okay.
Obviously, the Premier League.
Because if we lose,
If I have to choose
if
one.
we lose the Champions
And which is
League,
more easy right now, considering the
no,
games that
no
are
trophy is
remaining?
easy.
There's no
You
one
want
that
you
is
want to
easy.
spoil? Is it Carabao Cup? It's not Carabao Cup. It's the Premier
There's no
League.
one that
It's
is easy
big.
right
No,
now. Arsenal still have like
I'm not
West
saying
Ham, Burnley, and Palace.
we're saying the same thing. 3
Yeah.
games,
Yeah.
right?
That
Yeah.
we
And-
have 9 points that will win.
That you win, and
you have
Atletico.
two more games in
games.
Champions League that we can win.
That
Yeah.
you can win.
5 games.
So okay, Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
5
okay.
Yeah.
games.
If you ask me to choose one,
Yeah.
I'll choose the Premier
Premier
League.
League.
But, why
But
can't we go and
realistically,
win
at this
two
point,
time?
yes, that was what I was saying last season, because I feel like last season is very painful for me in the Champions League.
Because
Do
the
you know
squad
why?
was small.
Because why do you get to a semi-final and not go on to win the
To win
tournament?
it, yeah.
Right? Because also,
No, we played against a better team.
also,
Paris
right,
Saint-Germain was better.
you don't beat Madrid 5-1 in the quarterfinals and
And-
don't win
and
the
not win the
competition.
competition.
That's so bad. Like, so that's my biggest
what
regret
makes it
from
the
last
Champions
season.
League, though.
That's my biggest regret from last season, is that you can't put in that kind of performance in the quarterfinals against the biggest team in the tournament. People were literally tipping Madrid to go on and win. People literally said it was over for Arsenal the moment that draw was made.
Yeah.
Right? And then Arsenal beat them home and away. You don't beat a Madrid team home and
Blue,
away
black,
and then
and yeah.
No.
That
win
game,
tournaments.
that game have been Arsenal's biggest problem, because it was after that game that some stupid ass dumb Arsenal fan said Declan Rice is
Rice.
better than David Beckham. That yes, that Arsenal is the
See,
greatest team in the world.
So here's the thing, right? And this is where my position. I'm gonna adjust my position.
If I not beat you with this opposition, for this
So my
set,
position is that why is it that every club, every fan base has people that do these things?
What?
It's not just Arsenal,
What?
right? Where they
But
have
Arsenal's
a-
one is
have a good
ridiculous.
game. No,
an Arsenal fan on
Well-
Talk Sports said that Arteta is the greatest coach. He's
Oh,
about the greatest
dear.
coach of all
people
time.
say
So,
people
these are
say
the
people
things
say
that
all manner
annoy.
of
These are the
bullshit.
things that annoy some
you come-
people
No.
because of the way you
There-
Arsenal fans
no
exaggerate
Don't
about.
say it's not exact. There's no fan base that doesn't exaggerate.
Yes, every fan base.
Every fan base, that,
But you would agree with me that Arsenal- you know, you are even saying
hello, young woman.
Hello,
Come on,
man, young man.
young woman.
Una today.
At the point, Kopama was the best thing that after fried
That's
rice.
their problem.
useless.
It's not. It's
No,
not.
what?
It's not.
Go-
When
Copa-
a club is winning, like when Chelsea were
Exactly.
winning, and Jose Mourinho came out and said that Eden Hazard is better than Alexis Sanchez, Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo. I didn't like it. I was still in Brilla then. That was when I turned on Hazard. Like, no, this is not possible. But he doesn't remove the fact that Hazard, Chelsea's Hazard, his name shows on the field. That guy is chaotic to the. He carried Arsenal
Exactly.
like Jesus carried the cross from Owerri to Calvary. Carried Arsenal players on his back and
Chelsea.
scored a goal in a six.
Okay, yeah.
Carried Arsenal player on his back
Yeah.
and he scored a goal against Arsenal.
Yeah.
You remember that game?
Yeah.
Of course, I remember.
When that happened, it
But yeah,
felt like
I'm just saying
Arsenal,
that it's
Tottenham,
it's
I mean
not,
Arsenal Liverpool game where
I've
Thierry Henry
seen, I've seen more
used
ridiculous conversations
shaving stick
from
to shave
different
the entire
from
defense of Liverpool.
I've seen more
and scored.
ridiculous conversations from like fans of like different fan bases. Is it Chelsea fans that put Drogba in conversations, put Lampard? Barcelona fans will come and argue Iniesta versus Lampard. You know, there's so many conversations that goes on online.
That's a fair argument.
So there's a lot of
Drogba
things.
in any conversation is a fair conversation. He doesn't score 25 goals every game like Thierry Henry, but he scores
But
in
he's-
every finals.
Exactly.
Eh?
So-
Drogba.
He scores in every finals.
Darren Bent outscored Drogba in the Premier League.
No, that's,
We're not
I
talking
just-
about that.
I just
That's not
said
even
that,
the conversation.
Nana. He doesn't score 25 goals in every game, but he scores in
finals.
every finals. 10 finals,
Which
11
is
goals.
more important, actually.
If Thierry Henry
If you
scored in
cannot
that
if you cannot
finals-
guarantee me 20 goals a season, why are you my
You
striker?
see,
No,
like
no,
20
no,
goals.
no.
Harry Kane did not score how many goals that he scored. Did he win any trophy?
Wait,
Up
now,
until
wait,
leaving
wait.
England.
If Thierry Henry had scored like Drogba in the finals, Arsenal would have won the 2006. You know that it's exactly 20 years now. since we went to the finals against a dying Barcelona team.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So
it's
Mikolo,
number 14
there's
would.
nothing like
Number
don't
14
worry.
would put it in the bag.
You have agreed.
Number 14.
That thing we will choke you people like this.
Number
Don't
14
worry.
will put
Very
it in the
soon.
bag.
You want me to enter
Now,
you?
maybe-
See you in Budapest.
Maybe you're here, and as a Chelsea fan, I need a Chelsea perspective. I don't think that there will be an era that is better than the Roman Abramovich era.
I don't think so. I miss him so
And
much, but
I'm not
I
a
even have a
Chelsea.
question for us, a Chelsea
don't
fan.
ask me anything.
Eh?
I'm not
Nibo.
a Chelsea
I
fan,
cannot run.
but I love the Roman era.
Yeah.
I know that because the British government wants to justify their tiffy Jankoliko of how they stole the club from Roman Abramovich, they will do everything to tell the world that the books were not done right. I make bold here to say, including my club Arsenal, there is not a club in world football that their books are done right.
Done right.
When Thierry Henry was playing for Arsenal, there was a 90k salary cap in the Premier League. Arsenal was the first club in the English league to pay over 100,000 a week for Thierry Henry. The balance was being paid from an account in the Cayman Island. So let's not pretend here that Man City have cooked book, these people have cooked book, everybody's done it. Would Chelsea ever go back to the Roman reigns, not WWF or WWE now, but that Roman domineering reign where you know that the season starts and you're praying, God, use thunder to fire Chelsea, because for as long as Chelsea is in this competition, we don't stand a chance.
I hope they don't make it back.
I think it's going to be very difficult, to be honest.
You think that Blue Co will eventually find their footing and then know what they're doing? Because
to me right now, it doesn't seem to me like they know what they're doing.
will Chelsea ever get relegated?
No. Oh, please. You want to start that conversation right
My
now?
own question to you is that
I don't think Chelsea will ever get relegated.
my own question to you is that we'll rather miss out on Champions League football than see Arsenal win the league. We'll prefer Man City to beat us black and blue. Where has that taken you so far now?
We will. Not me. I didn't say that.
Chelsea fans
A lot
were
of Chelsea fans
celebrating.
say that. A lot of Spurs. That's why I want Spurs to get relegated.
Yeah.
So if you compare
That's why I respect Man United. Man United were not interested in that conversation.
I mean, so irrespective of how Chelsea fans view it or how they see it, it's their business. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'll say from my own perspective and what I think about it. Chelsea is in the cup final, right?
But I remember when you guys lost to Man City, you posted and celebrated.
When was that?
You and
3
Joy
weeks
said
ago, 4
for this
weeks ago.
Okitipupa,
When we lost to
for this
when we
Man
lost
City,
to
Okitikpe,
yeah. So what did I say? What
you
did
were
I say about
happy.
it?
You were not happy.
This win makes Arsenal not to win it.
Not
because
true,
you're
not true.
If
I
Arsenal
was
wins
not.
the title now, we're not going to hear word for.
I was not.
Ojo
I was not happy about it. So if you notice or see, I mean, looking at Arsenal in the last couple of seasons up until now, to be honest, I'm giving credit to Arsenal because
They're the most consistent team in the Premier League.
yes.
Yeah.
I was
the most points now.
having the argument with somebody where I went to watch the game.
There's this.
I can't remember the game I went to
there's this
watch.
stat about
The
being
Champions
top of the
League.
table
The Champions
that I
League
saw.
that I went to watch last week. Arsenal Atletico Madrid. I was telling Punja on our show. I told her that Arsenal either win or draw that game because I actually gave the game to Arsenal. So my point is, the fact that Arsenal got to this point and where they are, I was disappointed when Man City won that game and Man City climbed the top of the table, because I know that once they do, it becomes very difficult.
Yeah.
But it's not looking difficult right now, Sean.
I mean, it's looking easy, but you never
It's not
can
the
tell.
Man City
It's
game
not
that
easy.
disappointed me. It's the Bournemouth game that disappointed me.
Yeah.
Because we're playing our worst case scenario, draw that game.
You know exactly,
That's
but
not
Man
true.
And
City
then the Wolves
is
game, the
you
Wolves
can't-
come
you
back
can't-
from
you
2
can't-
goals down.
Zero.
You
Was
can't always think that Man City is a team to push aside, irrespective of
I don't
what's
think Man City
happening.
will win all their remaining games.
They're not winning today.
Oh my
It's
Well,
just me. I don't
it's
think
just
Man City
you.
have what it takes to
They're
win
not
all
going
their
to
remaining
beat
games.
Everton at the Il Dickinson Stadium.
Well,
Yeah.
anything is possible. It is football, to be honest. If we're saying, okay, you're relying, because as it is now, you're relying on Man City to lose their game.
We're not relying on them to lose a game.
What
They
are
should
you
win
here-
their game.
They should win.
We're
They
relying
should-
on ourselves to win our games.
You're relying on
I'm not one
Man
of-
City to.
How
No,
can I be
seriously,
relying on my
realistic.
competition
Are
to
you
lose their
saying that if Man City wins all their remaining games,
We win all
and
our
Arsenal
remaining games
win all their
and score a
remaining,
lot of
We'll be
goals.
on the same points.
you'll be on the same point.
Yeah.
You'll be on the same. Obviously, we don't know who's going to score higher because right now you're, I think, 4 goals
Well, 4
ahead
goals,
of
yeah.
Manchester
And they have
City,
2 games.
and we know Manchester City on a
What
good
do we
day.
know? They played in the FA Cup. It was 2-1. They played against Burnley. Burnley of
1-0.
what team? 1-0. What are you saying?
Oh, it doesn't mean that are you telling me that Man City cannot score more goals in their
Are you
remaining
also
games?
telling me that Arsenal cannot score more goals in their remaining games? Because also historically,
Yeah.
Arsenal is one of the all-time highest scoring team in the Premier League history. So what do you know that we don't know?
I'm just saying because of how
What is it that you
we have
know?
seen
Because
because
you said
it's
we
because
know.
of how
Who
we've
are the
seen
we?
because of how we've seen Arsenal in the last couple of seasons.
Even
you know, and
Portable Juju man don't leave am. Why do you feel that Man City Juju man not run there?
no, I think the reasons partly one of the reasons why I think a lot of Chelsea fans and some other fans are always attacking Arsenal because
We're
obviously
too loud, right?
You say who is loud?
Are we too loud?
I'm not saying you guys are too loud. I'm saying when it gets to where we need Arsenal to turn up, it looks like they don't
Why
turn
do
up.
you need Arsenal to turn up? You're a Chelsea fan. Can't you need your Chelsea to turn up?
No,
Why are we
because
turning
I-
up for you?
Hello.
Are we your groomsmen?
I'm not.
Are we your
That is
groomsmen?
not. No.
Cut.
No. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I don't understand.
No, you
Cut.
don't, because you don't
Because
want
I'm
to
wearing
understand.
suits and tie. You think I'm your groomsman?
Because you don't want to understand what I'm
Cut.
trying to say.
All right.
Arsenal needs to turn up when they need to turn up.
And we turn up.
You turn up. Okay, so at this junction, what it means is
At this junction.
At this junction, what it means is
Massage
that
me whether something not go stand.
they play. So what it means is Manchester City should not win their game. That's what it means now.
No, that's
Okay.
not what it means.
That's what
That's
it is.
not what you're trying to make it look like. We are asking Man City for a favor. Man City, go and play your best. Everton will beat you.
What are you saying?
I
Were you
give
not
you-
asking Chelsea for a favor for Chelsea?
Why?
You
Why
dey
is there a
play.
favor?
Why-
That's the
what are
question
you-
I'm asking
Yes,
you.
because
Why
I
you
saw a
not-
lot of
why
Arsenal
you-
fans
why you
came
not
out.
nice?
You guys made videos and say, "Oh, Chelsea, please,
Why
you should
you-
do
why
this.
you
You
nice?
should beat Man
Please,
City."
why
You
you
should-
nice?
What
Can
are you
tag
saying?
me? Can you
Why
tag
you
me
nice
in one
then?
of the videos that I made that I was?
I'm not
asking
saying
for?
you. I'm
Eh,
saying
you two are
I
saying-
saw
Have you-
videos.
yeah, me, go.
But you people,
Did you see-
you're not also facing me.
It's not a football game.
I saw videos of where we saw videos of
So-
where
so-
Arsenal fans were saying that even Kelechi AFC was
My
we
guy,
saw it where they were
fantastic
saying
man.
yes, he's also my guy. Where you're saying, oh Chelsea, please, you should do this, you should do that. So what I'm saying is,
Should we beg you to win games?
You don't beg me to win games.
Wait.
You cannot
It's
beat.
their pride. If Chelsea
Maybe-
like, they should not win their game.
Maybe let me wrap this up.
Please do.
Arsenal does not win the Premier League.
Okay.
It is Arsenal's fault.
Of course.
It is not because Chelsea did not win their game, because we're not going to count it that Chelsea lose that game. We will say because the Wolves game that we were 2 goals up, we didn't come back. Every game, every title we've lost in the sequence of this coming second 3 seasons, it's our fault.
Of
The
course.
West Ham game that we didn't win,
The Aston Villa-
the Fulham game,
Aston
the
Villa
Aston Villa
won.
game that we didn't win. So that's the way it works. That's how this is. This season we already have what we will say: the Bournemouth and the Wolves game. That's
But
why.
don't also remove the fact that it gets to a point, or there was a point where you
That
people
was 6
also
points
relied
thrown away
on a team to beat
No, we're not
team.
relying on anybody.
Oh jeez.
If
Oh
we're beating
dear.
Bournemouth, listen, if we're beating Bournemouth and beating Wolves, that's 6 points in the bag. Where we are right now, Man City can go and employ Zeus, Poseidon,
I
and Hades.
understand what you're
will be-
saying.
So we're
I
not
get your
relying on
point.
anybody.
I get your point
Having
totally.
said that, case closed.
It's not
Don't
close, oh.
try
Cut.
to justify-
No call. You see, this is what happens when I'm in the midst of secrets. They
Cut.
want to choke me. But no problem.
Eh?
You already
You love
justified.
us so
What did
much.
you say,
You
Dude?
already
You love us
What
so
did you
much
say
that
now?
choke.
Who wants to choke you?
Where will
Eh,
they choke you?
yeah,
You enter your esophagus.
Mikolo.
Pause.
Mikolo.
Maybe
There are
pause.
different
Use
meanings
another
of-
word,
Okay.
please.
We choke you from behind, I be from front, from mouth.
Where
Where will we choke you?
Chineke
what?
now. Yeah,
Maybe-
Kaibi
okay.
Akawa Biko.
Maybe I think you're
Let's
having
progress
reflex.
the ball.
On
You are having reflex thoughts on that choking because you've used it like
She's
a
been
couple
doing
of
bad
times.
now you dey
She's been
think
doing bad
things.
You've been doing a lot.
You dey overthink because I
Before
said what
we
I
started
said
the show, she wanted to
innocently.
swallow the mic.
I said what I
Remember?
said innocently, and Mikolo, your
Baby,
brain just
Pause.
went
What thing you
somewhere.
did to the mic
Pause.
before we started the show?
How can I do it on camera?
Oh, you can't do it on
I
I was
camera.
just using
Which
it.
means it was
I
bad.
was just. It
Which
wasn't
means
bad.
It was bad.
No,
It
no,
wasn't
let's
bad.
move on. Let's move
I
on.
was just, you
Do
know.
it and let your mama be proud of you.
Ah. Jesus.
Well. Having said that, let's go to Germany. And I want to bring 2 parallels here. Couple of years ago, I had a conversation with some black coaches. I'm not going to mention their name now, but yeah. And in that conversation, I kept saying, why are you all chasing Super Eagles' job? Go to Europe and prove yourself. The same way as footballers, you went to Europe and prove yourself. Lo and behold, that week, they told me the constraint. Clara Seedorf, Ashley Cole, Ruud Gullit. Remember, Ruud Gullit is the first foreign manager to win the English FA Cup with sexy football. But after that, they all came out and say the constraint that a black man faced. Then a black coach from Strasbourg was given the Chelsea job. And he messed the job completely. Created the worst photo op anybody's ever seen. He did his... He wrote later from Jerusalem to the church in Corinth, to the church in Apostles. He wrote to all the apostles, and he's still writing till today. But then there's a black man, the son of an immigrant, whose father became a mayor in Belgium, who played sexy champagne football and brought Burnley up, got relegated, didn't win so much, didn't have any reason to be given a big job, but then got the almighty job, one of the most perfect job in coaching, the Bayern Munich job, because when you get that job, you cannot go 5 years. It's like the Paris Saint-Germain job. You cannot go 5 years without winning at least 4 trophies or 8, because you can win the DFB Pokal, you can win the league. But there's a possibility that you might win the Champions League. That's saying that a black coach does not get the opportunity because of the color of their skin. As Vincent Kompany demystified it, or is just one lucky chap who was recommended by the Don himself, Pep Guardiola.
That's very deep. That's actually very deep, because of the fact that so it could be an outlier. I'm not even going to lie, because I was going to just say, oh, you could get a job irrespective of your color, but I believe that what I've seen on Twitter when it comes to issues of race, right, you don't underplay what you don't experience.
Yeah.
For example, I've seen people say, when people complain about racism and all of those, they say, why they complain? Say they call you this one. Why you really chest time? I'm like, bro, you are in Nigeria. You're surrounded by black people, right? Even the most little thing on our Morocco trip, at a point we felt like there was a train ride where it felt like someone was trying to be a little bit racial to us, and we were like trying to spot it. So you cannot underestimate. So we cannot understate whatever it is that black coaches are facing, and I've not really taken a deep dive into it. But what I've just known is that for Vincent Kompany, I feel like he's given me a different perspective to even arguments, because I remember we're having an argument on Twitter.
Has he broken the glass ceiling?
Yeah, and yes, for me, he has. And that's why I'm also excited as what he's doing with Bayern Munich, because he has broken a lot of ceilings, not just about the black man or the race thing. It's also about you could have a bad season in a very bad environment, right? You could do the right things, not succeed, and still be commissioned for the right things that you did. If that makes sense to you.
A good example for Nigerians
who
are struggling through a bad environment.
Do you understand? So you can stay on your path, do the right things, even if it takes you down, right? Vincent Kompany didn't get the job based on the recommendation that he did Burnley a very great thing.
Yeah.
He relegated, but because of the style of play, it could still be visible.
And its methodology.
And that people can still analyze and say, Burnley were playing beautiful football. They were playing this kind of way. I think you're going to be a right fit for now. And we're also in the digital age. We're also in an age where there's very advanced technology, where we are beyond just results now. It's a lot of things that can be taken into cognizance. There are a lot of things that can now be analyzed. There are analysts that can say, the way Vincent Kompany is playing, I can 70% predict that he's going to succeed at Bayern Munich.
Absolutely.
Right, do you understand? So we now have tech systems that can put that in place to say, oh, this is analysis. This is the way he's played. This is the way he transitions. This is the way he builds his play.
If you not give him this type of players, put this element in that system.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So he can always work out. So I feel like he has broken a lot of ceiling, not just on the race part. And yes, the race part is also a very big factor, because we've always seen about the fact that, oh, black coaches are not succeeding. Now we can point and say, there's Vincent Kompany at Bayern Munich. He's won the league in his first season. The second season, they are playing very great football, and he's able to do it. So yes, he has shattered the ceiling. And I feel like also we should also be very careful about labels and all of that. We also should, if white coaches don't associate themselves with the failures of numerous white coaches that we've seen, I think we should not also label the few black coaches that fail or don't succeed. We should not also attach whatever it is to the chances that black coaches should get worldwide. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we've seen useless white coaches, a lot of them. We've seen a lot of we've seen a lot of useless white coaches. So we should never subscribe to that rhetoric whenever a black coach fails to say that this is why they don't give black coaches.
I think we've
seen that
failed white coaches
than black
ratio.
Yes.
So lots of white coaches have gotten the job more.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
So this is a lot of white successful coaches too.
Yeah.
So this is also, that rhetoric also applies when we sometimes black goalkeepers. we've seen, there's this very lame joke that happens on Twitter. Oh, have the world ever even seen a very black good goalkeeper? I'm like, are you silly? Because of Onana, you're trying to.
No, but that's a very good question.
You're trying to.
But that's a very good question, though.
We've
That's
not
a very
really
good
seen.
question.
Have we really seen
We
a
might
lot?
not like it, but we've not seen a world-class black goalkeeper.
We've not seen not even one.
Off the top of your head, name one.
Vincent Eyama.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not in that conversation.
How
If
about
they say
Mendy? Mendy's not in the conversation.
Edward Mendy.
No,
Yeah.
it's not there. If they say name your all-time
Yasin
top
Bono.
10, it's not there. Isn't that Yasin Bono we saw in Morocco?
And
Yeah.
They have the thief towel.
has he not been in the top 5 of the Yasin trophy?
No, it's
He
not.
has been.
Bono should
See,
be in
in
that
one season.
conversation.
Bono should be in
One
conversations.
season, yeah, but if we're talking all-time top 10 best goalkeepers,
Yeah.
you will not mention a black goalkeeper. Let's
I
even
mean-
jump that gutter and move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Let's go on this short break, and we come back and wrap up the show with the Champions League, because you said something about Vincent Company now. I'm going to ask a very poignant question on the Champions League. As an Arsenal fan, I want to see your response. Remember, Vincent Company is a black coach. Let's go on this break. We'll be back. Okay, so let's look at it from this angle. Vincent Company winning the league and the DFB Pokal will be described as, it's Bayern now, they are used to winning it. But we see the work. If you look at the numbers, we've seen the work that the front line have done, the midfield that he's got. Compare them to the Otmaisfield mid team, that Schweinsteiger and Co. that went to win the treble, or the other teams, the Pep Guardiola's Bayern Munich. You could say that this one is the weakest compared to those ones. But what he's done now, on the ground of loving what Vincent Company is doing, on the ground of the fact that he is a black coach, I will start with maybe if I go to you. Would you rather Vincent Company, your fellow black man, your brother from DR Congo,
I beg.
the DR Congo that denied Nigeria? Okay, Nigeria is still a cast, so Nigeria might qualify for the World Cup and take a round slot. Would you want to see Vincent Company win the Champions League over you seeing an Arteta or Luis Enrique or the man in black, Undertaker, Diego Simeone, win the Champions League?
This question is a bit tricky.
No, it's not tricky. It's a question.
It's
Answer
a question because, I mean, you coming from the angle of, would I want to see a black man because it's my brother from,
Don't analyze my question. Answer it.
I think I would rather want to see, no bias right now, I would rather want to see a Diego Simeone win, or probably an Arsenal over a Bayern Munich.
Racist Argentine winning it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think I would rather see
Let
any
me
of
go
those
to
two.
the chambers of the Yoruba Demo, the erudite scholar from the University of Lagos, the great Akokite, the man who was talking on the microphone before his parents gave birth to him, and who was born with a breakdance.
Are we going to get
please.
okay? Oh, please.
Oh, please.
Are you blushing?
Michael
please.
Jackson, please.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Are you bad? Are you black? You're black and white.
So I don't want. I'm not going to see it from a race part.
Exactly.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
see it from a race
See
part.
it from wherever you want.
Also, because of the fact that Vincent Kompany is not going to be the first black man to win the Champions League. Frank Rijkaard did it with the Barcelona side, so it's not a statement for me. It's a statement for him and his family members if he wins it. So it's not representing.
Piccolo, you're not okay. You're not okay.
It's not representing. It's not. You know what himself. I don't go through as Arsenal fan. Why he said make him lose that for me, self now. make himself free me. Vincent Kompany, please, for your fellow black man, like you two, drop the trophy. You two don't. As much as people want to root for you, because you two pity millions of black people that are supporting Arsenal. I've never seen us win the Champions League.
Nicolo.
You know how many black?
Nicolo, calm down. Calm down.
See the angle where bros won't come.
That's exactly.
He say black man. Please,
black man.
Mr. Company, I love you as a black man. I love what
Yeah.
you respect, what you represent for the black nation. But it's not a statement thing. It's not, and I feel like even at the end of the day, if Bayern Munich go on to win the Champions League, it's more of a statement for Bayern Munich winning the Champions League after years of rebuilding.
And for Harry Kane too.
The last time they won in 2019-2020, right, was 2019-2020 when they won. The last time they won it. Also, they've had a very good team, they are going to win the German Bundesliga. They've also played one of the best style of football that we've seen in the Champions League in the knockout phases, because in the group stage they lost to Arsenal. But now you cannot even say they are still on the same wavelength that as Arsenal right now, because they are playing very better football in the Champions League than what Arsenal have started to play. So if they win, they will be well-deserved champions. If they win, Harry Kane will get his recognition, winning the Champions League for the very first time.
Yeah.
Right? All of these guys are going to play their parts. Olise, very beautiful arc story from Crystal Palace, from Kipriar to Crystal Palace, to all of this kind of things that is from Reading, to Crystal Palace and all of those kind of things. The story is going to be
Rejected
complete.
at Chelsea.
Luis Diaz, Liverpool go on to win. So there's so many stories that's going to be attached
There's
to
not
Bayern
even going
Munich.
to be about
And
company.
it's not
really.
going to be strictly about the
company.
race of company.
Yeah.
It might be about his rise as a coach, Burnley, what he has on his CV, the redemption arc, right? Going from relegating Burnley to leading Bayern Munich to the Champions League. That's going to be a very beautiful story, and it's going to be well deserved. But if I'm going to, my preference,
We all know
for
your
me,
preference. Don't worry.
it's not going to be him representing me as a black man. No, Ateta has black hair as well, even though he's Spaniard. But
I told you guys he's a Yoruba demon, but beyond that, he's a very mean guy. Looks like a pastor. Quote every done his status. There is a Greek word, theft. I don't know what that means anyway, but
is-
whatever it is,
it is
But I would
Efata.
love to see Atletico Madrid.
Diego
be honest.
Simeone.
where this one they come
I
from.
know
Yeah,
you
that's,
go hard,
that's
but-
another story.
Yeah,
That's another
would
story they
love-
make.
That's
That's another
going to be a
beautiful
lot
story.
of
Why you- Sounding like Simone is your boyfriend.
It's not my boyfriend, but
That's another
I've
story.
seen
That's another story.
You should go and win La Liga.
He's won the La Liga.
They don't try.
This is
They don't really
this is
try. I
one that
think
has
they
really
have-
eluded
yeah,
him, and it's been here for
exactly.
20,
You know what has
20
been
plus
eluded us
years.
now?
Yeah, so
You know, now
that-
no
so
one time.
that's what I'm saying now. That
Then
those are
Simone
like
don't want that too.
that's
now.
different stories now.
Exactly. Now they use our hands.
So when
you
it
know.
is Arsenal not winning it, it's because we bottled it. It's because now we don't want them. But when it's Simone getting to the finals and failing, it is pity.
It's a two. There's
Praise
a
the
two
Lord,
different.
praise the Lord,
different- there are
somebody.
Now
different
Cristiano Ronaldo
conversations.
hates that
Now
guy.
let's wrap
Cristiano Ronaldo came on.
by being bold enough to say what's going to happen Tuesday night and Wednesday night in the UEFA Champions League. Some people said what happened last week when Bayern and Paris Saint-Germain play is an example of how football should play. When you're a neutral, when you are a player on that field, it's the stupidest football game you would have ever played in. How does 5 shots on target all go in against
yeah.
Bayern? The goalkeeper didn't make a save. And you think that Manuel Neuer is happy that I'm part
Or you think
of
the
one of the
goalkeeper
most
coach of
historic-
Bayern is up?
I'm
Yeah.
part of one of the most historic game in football. You think that Paris Saint-Germain look at themselves that on a day they scored 5 goals, they were sitting on the edge of their seat in a Champions League match. It doesn't make sense. But what do you think we will be seeing on Tuesday and on Wednesday night in the UEFA Champions League?
We'll be seeing drama. First leg, I predicted Arsenal to win or draw for Atletico. Against Atletico. I mean, they beat them in the group phase, and coming into that game last week, I was rooting for Arsenal, and I think I'm still rooting for Arsenal. I think Arsenal will be in the final. I don't know if they'll win it, but I know Arsenal will beat.
No, when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. Let's cross this off
I
first.
know Arsenal will beat Atletico Madrid at the Emirates. For Bayern PSG, for some weird reason, I think Bayern is going to win.
That's my take too.
Yeah, I think Bayern is going. To be honest, I'd predicted Bayern to win the Champions League right from the start. I don't know how.
You didn't
but
follow me?
I
They go drag
predicted.
you.
Was that your prediction?
No, you like to predict from the start, Nana.
No, I know they follow you, but I predicted just the way I predicted for Senegal to win the AFCON, even though they won't come up them, but regardless.
By
but
hook or by crook.
But I think Bayern would win PSG. No, forget all those going and the back and forth. People are, I don't think when I saw that game, to me, at first, what came to my head was I wish this was the final. To be honest,
That's what
because
people always say. That's what people said with Bayern and
that's
Inter
what
last year.
That's what
Before
I wanted.
Inter will concede 5
But
for final.
irrespective of the whole game, but I think the way it's going to go, Arsenal is going to go to the final. They are going to beat Atletico. Any people want to do it, but I know that they are going to win. Bayern also is obviously going to win PSG. It might be a little bit of
obvious.
struggle. Yeah, I think they're going to beat PSG. But
You are underestimating how Luis Enrique sets up. This Luis Enrique has set up this team again just the way he set up his Barcelona MSN team.
so that's the thing. I'm not even underestimating
In football,
I'm
so
not.
when we set up systems to mark, it's easier whether you're doing zona or man marking. It's easier to mark a man that is always there with you.
Yeah.
Because in your head you've read, okay, this winger, this is how he dazzles. He dribbled to his left and cut to his right. Like in the case of Moses Simon or Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
But if that same player 1 minute is in front of you, the next minute is the center forward, the next minute is on the other end. Now you have another person to deal with, and your playbook, your sheets, your tactics book in your head. I've said this guy dazzled to the left and cut to the right. This guy that is coming out was not in your playbook. It could be a problem for you, and that's what Paris Saint-Germain offers with Farastella, Dembele, Doué, Bakola, and whoever they decide to bring on board. I'm not saying, I mean, this is a game that have the best fullbacks in European football currently, but we see them concede 9 goals in one game. I don't like a 9-goal game. I mean, I don't want to see
which I don't think will happen. Which I don't think will happen
so I don't know
if
how
it
it's
was
gonna
Arsenal.
happen. I think that a lot of teams, this return leg, they might be cagey, but I would like to hear Michael's thoughts.
I think for me, PSG let Bayern come into the game too much at the home stadium of Paris Saint-Germain, and that's going to be their greatest undoing. Going from 5-2 to 5-4 is always going to be dangerous. They allowed Bayern play. They allowed Bayern come back into the game, and that's going to be a very big problem for them. Bayern just need to win by 2-0.
And that's it.
And that's it. I mean, they don't need to do too much at this point. They can set up whichever way they're also playing at home, which is going to be an advantage no matter how you see it. So I feel like the 5-4 is going to play a very big part in this.
Yeah.
We're not going to get an high-scoring game in this one. I don't think it's
Can
going to
Bayern
be
keep a
as
clean
ice.
sheet?
They're playing against a very tough PSG side, but they are capable of doing it. They are capable of doing it. You can keep PSG out.
So if what says you Arsenal Atletico?
Arsenal Atletico, I think, I don't know. I feel like right now I don't even know what to expect to Arsenal anymore, because there was a different game Wednesday last week. There was a different game on Saturday. So we don't know who the Arsenal we're going to get on Tuesday. But only Arsenal I know I'm going to get is that we're going to progress. So I don't know the style. So it's Bayern Arsenal final.
Now as we wrap up, maybe as a Chelsea fan, Chelsea in the finals of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
They win the FA Cup, right? With this McFarlane. That's his name, right?
Stuart, yeah.
The student coach. They win the FA Cup. By some stroke of evil, Arsenal does not win the league, does not win the Champions League.
The problem.
Who's had the greater
There'll be
season?
serious problem.
Who's had the greater season? Remember, you win the FA Cup, you're not qualifying for the Champions League. Chelsea.
And Arsenal does not win either
They're
the
currently
league or the
ninth.
Champions League.
Yeah.
Of course, Chelsea has had a better season.
The Igbo way they smoking.
Not be Igbo. Ask
So
you-
let me flip it on your
because
side.
they didn't
now.
qualify. Okay.
Man City doesn't win the FA Cup, and he's told is end of the road. He's the only coach in world football that's not been fired anyway. But he's told it's end of the road. He decided to take a walk. If it's a company, the anointed replacement for him, or Cesc Fabregas should come give it a shot at Man City.
Says Fabregas at Manchester City.
As in,
It's a question. He play good football. They like good football at City.
I think I'll leave that to the audience to answer. Would you see Cesc Fabregas at Manchester City or Vincent Kompany? Let us know in the comments. I'll take
think
my answer
that's-
from there.
Is that not a possibility?
that seems like a very
would you
easy
take Cesc Fabregas?
over company.
Would
Well-
Bayern even let Kompany go?
Like you said,
Coaches,
the audience
you
should
can't hold
answer
the
that.
coach
I think that should be a question for the
Yeah,
audience.
a question
Let's say
but
that.
yes, I insist, if Chelsea wins the FA Cup and do not qualify for the Champions League, and Arsenal miss out on the Premier League and the Champions League, Chelsea would have had a better season
No,
than
but today you
Arsenal.
don't smoke.
Well,
That's your
I mean,
business.
I'm not-
no,
I
no.
said it with my full chest.
Ogogoro.
Yes.
I'm known to maybe all my
Ogogoro
life.
talk.
And my mom used to say that when you carry a baby in your back and walk through the market, do not swear that your baby did not touch anybody's
Ask your
things.
people, ask them now. Make them see. Ask them.
As we pack our bags and baggages and move, if you believe what she has said, put it down in the comment section and tell
Exactly.
us. If you also believe what, if you have an answer to what the academician who has dribbled us by not giving us his answer, if you can help him answer his question, put it in the comment section. But one of the things that would excite us the most and that would keep this show running is if you please kindly subscribe and don't watch and not comment. I do also agree that a lot of people watch it on TV these days, so it's hard to comment. If you're watching on TV, we brought up a lot of explosive and volcanic conversation. Take your phone, go to the show, put a comment there, and help us to stay creating. Because if you don't engage us, at some point we'll be told to pack your bags and get out of the studio. We don't want to get out of the studio. I like wearing these suits and talking to you guys. I've just been hired to host the show. So please help me to sell this job before I am tagged on social media as a failure. My name is Edafe Matthew and you love to call me the Elevator One Sports. I've hung out today with Michael Adegbile, also Mikolo, as we all know him. But then not just that, he's an erudite academician, a man who organizes things, a man who makes sure that if you put anything in his hand, even though it's not the hands of God like Maradona, he will take care of them properly. And we got our sweetheart, Princess Chukwudumebi Agu, the daughter of a lion.
Hey,
So, with the lion head. She has also given us a take. Thank you very much, guys, for being with me today. It's a wrap.
Subscribe. Bye.
That's where we pack.
Peace out.